good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Illinois' offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw it. Man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can really hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces tonight.
Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Newton. They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Terrapins offense will get the ball for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite, because he's got that kind of ability.
And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Terrapins have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster, and every game he just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
A nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The offense goes as he does, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback brings the Illini offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's right.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. It's Washington. Caught in the middle. It's Webb. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. A little screen to the right back. All of that will be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this QB started to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off a sack at the 20.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and their defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passers. You saw right there getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Newton. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. can do with it. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The Terrapins line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapin! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. On the ground, it's Dickens. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. And And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Washington. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Dickens. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
To the air, it's Newton. Here's the pressure. Fires into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Knight. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll send out the kicker here. Good right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the boom count.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Back to throw. It's Newton. Makes the catch. It's Dickens. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Webb. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not miss.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for room. It's Knight. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game. That is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Looking to throw again. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mahoney. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. Touchdown, finding a line. Quick strike through the air for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. He's got him still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. It's good. Wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Blue 82, Monster Indy. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be.
And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do it.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season, and I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership.